So hello, welcome to a brand new week. It's Monday and we have the prompt for the 50 stack challenge number 3, which is a weekly thing hosted by Amy over at Crafty Cat. Now, the prompts for today are cold and gift. So, I think I told you this before. I've done a list of ephemera items so that I get lots of different pieces rather than everything end up being a tag. And today I've ticked off to do envelopes. So we'll move the ones we've already done. And we'll move all of that out of the way. Now, what I've done is I've printed, these are the ones that I already had in the bag, bits and pieces. And I've printed out 3 sheets. I've got a bow, Christmas. I thought this would be good for the gift, and I thought this would be good for cold. And I thought, why not? You know, I don't want to waste paper, so I just printed a couple of extras on there. I've then printed out this page, which is, well, just a mishmash of Christmas newspaper front pages. And then I've printed out this one, which I've just done with all Christmas words and script and a couple of images. So I'm going to cheat today and I'm going to use my envelope punch bowl. So we've got one of them, and therefore I'm going to need my guillotine. So we got one of them as well. Okay. We need to always have a square when we do this. Now, because this paper is 8 and a bit by 8, the obvious thing to me is to go straight to 8. Oh, hang on, because I seem to remember I did this once before. It's got to be 8 1/4 or 8 1/2 for this machine. So we'll go to 8 1/4. Whoops, we'll go to 8 1/4. Oh, like that. Save that for another day. Turn it round and go to 8 1/4 again, and that is basically the size of the paper, so that's perfect. So we'll go 8 1/4 this way because we want 2 envelopes. This is just base copy paper, and I don't know why I always have a problem with this guillotine, but there you go. No, I've got to tear in it now. Anyway, okay, so we've got our 2 squares for our envelopes, and I'm just going to very simply pop them on my board and create envelopes. So 8 1/4, oh, and I can never read this. 3 and, is that 3/8 or 5/8? Well, we're about to find out. And should we do it on a bit of scrap paper first, rather than wasting our printed paper? So let's just do a quick test run, because where I'm, you know, blind as a bat these days, I can't always work out. It might help if I wore my glasses. Oh, that's all falling down. Okay, let's just do a test run. So we think it's 3 3/8. So 3 and 1/8, 3/8 there. Let's do a quick test. So, how are you? Did you have a good weekend? Sorry about the background noise, that's Boo snoring in case you wondered. You know, she works so hard. yeah, it's definitely 3 3/8, isn't it? Look, because that comes there. Right, okay. So we'll move that out of the way because obviously I can use that for something. So 3 and doesn't like thin paper, this machine. Mind you, I've found that with everything actually. Punches don't like thin paper either. So I'm going to go back in and try and do both at the same time and see if that, yeah, see, that makes it so much easier. If you haven't got one of these, it is literally a case of punch and score. And obviously you've got all the different sizes there of what envelope size you want, and therefore what size paper you need to use, and where you only measure the punch once and then you just score lined up with that little spike, and there you've got your envelope. I know a lot of people do this by eye, and I probably could, but I just, it come actually not from crafting, it came from when I had my day job, because we used to make soap boxes out of it, because there is a way that you can double score and then that gives you the depth of the box. Oops, I've not folded that right. Get a pair of scissors. Yeah, and you can get the depth of the box, so it's great for little gift boxes and things. And as I say, we used to wrap soap in it, and we have got the white line there, but I don't mind that too much. So there's one envelope. 2. And the other thing is it has got a rounded top bit if you want to round off your flaps. So because we did it double and it liked double, we'll do it double again. Just for those of you that haven't seen this, and then you just get a little round bit there. And then for these bits, what I tend to do is take my ruler, line it up there, just give it a little, and then you can press that back, she says, and then you can just, need to go a bit lower, and stick that down, and that will just give you your flat bottom. Simple as that. Simples. So I always say, what have you been up to? And none of you ever answer me. No, I'm joking. You know, I mean, you're sitting there all quiet, not saying anything. Do I want to line these with some other paper? It's quite thin, so I think I will. It would make sense actually to use this, wouldn't it? Because I've just cut this out. But all we really want to cover is the flap and a bit of the inside. So rather than using decorative paper again, because I don't know if I've got any Christmassy winter paper to hand, what we can do, the easiest way is to go like that, and then if you apply glue on what would be like the diamond, this is where again this purple glue comes in handy. Come down and glue that odd square that you've got there. You then put your paper back. A bit lower actually. I misguessed, but that's okay because we can glue that bit like that. Okay, and then you can turn it over, give it a good press down, and then just trim around that with the scissors. Just gives a little bit of stability to that that flap. There we go. And then this one comes over, this one comes over. You can see that's all covered now. And we just glue up that edge like that. We glue that down there like that. Stick that over, and then we just bring that up. And just like that, as Tommy Cooper used to say. Goodness me, how many people remember Tommy Cooper? And then that comes over there like that. And there we've got our envelope, very pretty paper. I'm just going to put the end in. See, oh, I didn't quite do it. I'll have to do it with scissors. Get rid of that little sharp corner. So that's envelope number 1 done. I'm waiting for decoration, and now we're going to do the same thing again. And you can tell which is the flap because it hasn't got that folded over bit on it. Okay, and then just corner to corner like that. Okay, as I say, you don't need one of these. You can easily make envelopes without it, but I've got it, so why would I not use it? I think there's too many things we buy on a bit of a whim and then we don't use them. I try not to let that happen because it just makes me cross that, you know, there's, as it were, money on the shelf that's dead money, it's not being used. So, you know, let's get these things used. So that one goes that way, that one goes that way, glue up there and along there. Whoops, don't drop the glue. Bring that up, and there's our envelope. So then, because we've lined it, the fold is semi-lost, so we just reinforce that fold like so. There we go, turn that over. Now technically it's upside down, maybe I should have checked that. Does it matter? Probably not. Right, now bit of fussy cutting, because one to be a gift and one to be cold. So this is my cold, because I feel like the trees look like they're snow-kissed. So that's my cold, and I'm guessing that one is going to go on there. I don't know why, just feel like it is. And then the gift is this tree, and this is going to go the other one. Like that. Okay, let's do some fussy cutting. You can see I'm not sticking necessarily to the lines that are here because they're only squiggly lines. It's not like we're cutting around a tree branch or something. It's not important, is it? These are watercolour images that I purchased from a lady on Etsy. See, that's lovely, isn't it? But as it happens, look at that writing's upside down as well. So maybe we should go there to indicate the writing's on every angle and it doesn't, you know, we didn't just muff up. Okay. And then I bought this along. This was part of that freebie from Artymaze, and I thought what we'd do is use it as a backer for a label. So the backer will go don't know yet, but anyway, when we get our tear ruler, tear down this little printout, and because that's basically the same size as that, we're gonna have to hold really tight so that we can make it narrower. See, it moved. That's what I meant about holding it really tight. This now, see, it looks lovely on there, doesn't it? So I'm going to put it there, and because of that we need to make sure that it's a place where it's going to be, you know, cut off as it were. Yeah, so we could go that way, but I just think that's weird. I think it needs to go that way. Right, so first things first, I'm going to glue down this tree cutout, and this is my gift. This will be my gift to you. Sorry, I've just got a bit of the giggles today. Don't you notice? Okay. Let's get a mat because I'm already making a mess. We'll glue the back of this first of all, and we're going to glue, whoops, that glue pot keeps falling over. We're going to glue it about there, like that. Because then the fact that, you know, the words are off the print works for me. So then I'm just gonna trim that without cutting the envelope. Don't cut the envelope. Do you know how many times I have done that? See, now I'm trimming it again and I'm like, Claire, don't do it. Just don't do it, because you know you're going to cut the envelope. There you go. Wishing you peace and good cheer. It's been exaggerated, almost like it's in a carol. And then this one, we're going to do basically the same thing. So I've done the thing again of putting the washing on the line and holding my breath to see if it rains, and I've got a charge out there and collect it in. Hey, I'm calling it my new exercise regime. If I have to go charging up the garden and save it. Oh dear, crazy the things we do. I just don't want to put the tumble dryer on, and I don't want to have wet washing hanging around indoors. So I figure it's the best, well, it's the only option I've got left really. Either that, or it has to go making the house look like a Chinese laundry, or I put tumble on, and of course that is not a cheap option, you know, so I'm sticking with it, and I shouldn't really speak about it because it will go bad on me, but so far so good. And it is very, very windy out there, so oh look, he only just fits, but he does fit. So we're going to put him on there like that, and then we need something about there, and I have got a brown one. Well, I think what I'm going to do is go for the Happy Holidays bit. There. So, do I again want to use a backer? Probably, but I don't think I'll use a printed backer. I think I'll use just brown paper, you know, coffee dyed paper. So we'll stick this on our coffee dyed paper like so, like that, and then we'll tear the coffee dyed paper, because last time we tore the print out, just so it's a little bit different, that's all really. My belly's rumbling, must be nearly lunchtime. I was very naughty, I made a rice pudding this morning. Perhaps that's why my belly's rumbling, because I know there's rice pudding in the oven. It's supposed to be tea time. Will it last that long? Who knows? Just with the weather changing, it feels like you need that warm, comforting food again. It's crazy. Clean that fold up in a minute. So we come down here. Now we have to get his tyres right to the bottom, like that. I have to just trim very gently so I don't cut the envelope open. There we go, it's pretty, isn't it? And if I roll this down, I can pick up some of that. In fact, why don't we just rub it round there? You know, according to this glue, it's warm. Trust me, it ain't. Well, now I've got to like finger now. Just a second, that's the door. Whoa, sorry about that. Somebody knocked at the door with a parcel. I tried to step out of my chair and do it quickly, and I ended up standing on the guillotine, nearly falling over and breaking my neck. So probably just as well you're not here. There you go. So there are my prompts number 9 and 10 for the 50 stack challenge number 3. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.